Hello everybody, my name is Farmer Phil, and in today's video, well, it's just kind of a video about what we got up to in the day. What are we doing today? It's going to be mostly livestock. There's Fitz letting out a few rings. Breeding season with them, so they're going around with their tail feathers up quite a lot now, showing them ourselves off, so it's quite cool. In and sort out the calf feeders, and Liv's doing a bit of work inside, and she'll come in and feed the calves, get the cattle fed. Let's go and start off my day. Father Phil is putting on the agitator, and he's heading off. He's 2 tanks to agitate for customers. One will be put out with the tanker, and one will be going to with the pipes tomorrow. Brendan is off ploughing. When he finishes where he is now, he's coming back, and then I think he's going to start spreading dung. There's about 40 acres, or a bit along with 40 acres ploughed and ready to sow now. Some of it going into spring oats and the rest in spring barley. So just in the calf shed, so a quick round, make sure everyone's looking okay. So we're due a bale of bedding now, and we also want to extend the calf shed too. So we get these gates out here and get them moved on. You alright, buddy? You alright, buddy? It's alright. Get this extended down here for them today. So we're in the new calf shed, or the second calf shed. Full feeders feeding away. There's 12 on the system there. Tight need a bag of powder. I'll throw in a bag anyways. 34 calves in here. We've 4 more calves to pick up this evening. We'll probably do that one of the last jobs we do for the day. But since they're happy out. And there's Tiny Tim. This is Liv's little Angus calf. Tiny Tim. Don't really know what the story is with him. He's just a small Angus calf, so he's Tiny Tim. There is mostly Angus in here, I think. Yeah, mostly Angus calves. Throwing a bag of milk replacer. Keep the thing feeding for Liv. I go start feeding the rest of the livestock. I'm a wee bit, don't know you say out of it or not, but the time changed yesterday, so we've sprung forward into summer, and as with every year that happens, it just always knocked me back. What is now 8:30, so that's like 7:30. Every year gets the better of me. Cattle now fed, so we're going to bring over the telly to the house, have coffee, and then we're going to head down to the new farm and get them fed. Today's video is sponsored by BillGenie. They offer free utility consultation service to save you time, money and hassle when you are getting your electricity bills upgraded. They are working with us for the month of April to see how much money we can save on your electricity bills. Now they provide other services on broadband, solar, and a whole range of stuff. You can check out the website for more, but we are just looking at electricity. We uploaded our electricity bill, which is for the house and for the farm, onto BillGenie on its website. They got back to us and then found out that they could save us €1,680 a year on what we are currently paying by swapping to a different provider. All we had to do then was send them a few meter readings, an IBAN and a name on an account, and sign a form online, and we were changed over and saving ourselves money. So we are bringing ye this service, and we are going to, on every Sunday, we're going to update and see how much money we have saved our subscribers. So if you want to make use of this service, there'll be a link in the description down below. Head over to BillGenie.ie. They're a company based in Kerry. You're uploading your bill, make sure to reference Farmer Phil. So they'll have a little box there that says, where did you hear about BillGenie? Just type in there Farmer Phil, and then that just links you with me, so then we can see how much money we save everyone. So please head over there. Big thanks to BillGenie for sponsoring today's video and sponsoring us for the month. We're going to see how much money we can save everyone watching. And if you find out that you're already getting a very cheap rate of electricity and they can't find you a cheaper, or if you don't feel, you upload it but you still don't feel like changing, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything, doesn't change anything, doesn't do anything. And even if you are only after signing up to a new 12-month electricity contract, you can still upload your bill and they may find you a saving there even with the cancellation fee on your current contract. So it's well worth checking out because it's free and it doesn't interfere with what you're doing. And if you're not happy or there's no money to be saved, just say, well, that's it, Happy days, you keep going. We're going to Bayhon, get some coffee, and then Bayhon to Dog Farm and get them fed. Big thanks to BillGenie for sponsoring today's video. And Sunday we'll update how much money we have saved everyone who's watching. We're just up on the new farm. We still have, what's that side, 45 cattle in the shed. We have that side is empty. They're on the field behind us. The other side of the road, they're grazing silage ground. And they're finished there now. They're just there till we get the next bit of fencing done. We get them moved on to inside the farm. They're going on then to graze ground. That's some of it is sprayed off for reseeding maybe in a week's time or that. Just give it a quick run over. So we're out of bales, as you can see, and we're bringing up silage in the silage trailer, tipping it here and then bringing it into them. It's not too bad. You can bring up maybe 3 or 4 days worth of silage at a time, and it's not going off. So, and you can bring it up with the telly. These guys are just waiting on a bit of fencing to be done, and then they'll be put out. Trying to get caught up on all the damage that was done on the grazing ground from Storm Owen has been quite hectic now, because everywhere we go to move or look or do anything with cattle that are out, there's fences down with trees on them or branches on them. And on another note, you may remember we replaced the slats in the shed in the back end of last year, and they were from Banagher Slats. With Banagher Slats, they got in touch with me and they want to let you know that they have a spring offer, 10% off their entire range of slats once you get them ordered before the 30th of April. So if you're interested, if you have a shed like this, need slats replaced, or you're building a shed, or you just need slats in general, give Banagher Slats a bell there. I might get them to leave something in the description. They looked after us well on what we had to do, and all you gotta do is reference Spring 10 for 10% off your order once you have it placed before the 30th of April. Just said I'd let you know, because 10% off slats, it's a pretty decent saving. So it is a pretty decent saving. I'll just go out here and check on everyone out here, make sure they're okay. So grass here looks a bit tight, but there was a wire across the centre and there's a lot of grass the other side. Should have been mowed, but Father Phil refused to let me mow it. If I had it done, it would have been done in last week of September, I think it was. Just before I put away the mowers, I wanted to mow it and bale it, and he's no. Anyways, there's grass there for them, so we'll be moving these guys on further into the farm, and we'll be spreading this the end of this week along with some of the other ground that's on the new farm that was grazed by the bullocks we kept out here over winter. Up the drone, I think, when we go spreading, just to show you what the farm looks like now after its first year with us, and just everything so much greener. It's a lovely day, and this week they're talking of heading on for 20 degrees of heat, which is amazing. We'll get the grass to leap out of the ground. We are going on a rescue mission now. Got a phone call there. I was just about to start into expanding the calf shed. Brendan is after getting a large lump of bog oak stuck in the plough. So I have to get me Milwaukee carving knife and head on up to him to get cut over. I think that land has been in tillage 25 years, and how we've never hit the bog oak before, but now it's been hit. It's mad. It's like the field along the road there, the one that's now the farm shop, and will be reseeded this year. 2 years ago, Eric hit a stone that broke the shear and the point, and it's a massive boulder, but we'd have ploughed across it for 20 years, and now she's sitting proud on the ground. It's mad how ground works that way. He's ploughing. Have you much left to do? Where'd you pick up the bog oak? Just the bottom end of this field? This field starts off in a heavy clay and runs down to the bog, and then the bog is just behind them trees you can see. So all he's left is the headlands, and we've 2 issues. One issue is she's come off the wee spuds here, so it's not the end of the world, it's straight enough. It's just get the spanner open, loosen the 2 nuts on the back, which takes the weight off the spring and the weight off the bar that runs through it that holds on the fur. Get her realigned, tighten it up again, happy days. But this is the lump of bog oak he got caught in, so I'd say if I try and cut it somewhere there, maybe job will be a good one. Lump of bog oak. Oh jeez, they're good way in. Something you don't see too often is the grain of a lump of bog oak. So that's preserved in the peatland. Be ancient timber just preserved in the acidity of peat soil. That's it, right. Next job. Get that reset. Her up there, might need you to drive forward just to pull it back a bit. No, it's minute movements now just to get her relined. Let maybe lift that. Steady, steady. Up. Yes, sir. Just tighten it up now. Might just get you to get in and drop her down. She's just getting it tight there to pull back onto the spuds. That's that back on. I have to order one of them because she just took the top off it, but should be okay. I just want to see that she's ploughing nice, so she's not nails gone on it. Top link wants to be shortened. That front fur seems fine. Good. That's Brendan sorted. He's happy up there now. So we'll be on back to the yard. Don't find dinner coming either, so yeah, it's all go. We are just out on the shrubbery now. As you can see, it's sprayed off. We have our heifers out here at the minute, so they're on silage out here, as you can see, because it's sprayed off. So I'll bring them back into the castle, shut the gates behind them, because we're planning on getting them moved out here to their paddocking ground. We have what feels like a lifetime looking to get this reseeded, and the answer I always got was, oh, it was reseeded in the 90s, doesn't need reseeding. That's a good field, stony but good. We will not be ploughing it, it'll be just harrowed. But because of last year we found out we were completely mectin resistant, which means the worms that the calves pick up, and it's a big issue for us, the mectin doses that we give them, the worms are now resistant to it. So one of the only things we can do to try and reduce the worm burden on the ground where we would usually keep calves is to reseed. There's one of the places where we keep a batch of calves, so that was the excuse to get it reseeded. So he has it sprayed off. We'll hopefully get this reseeded next week. We have to bring down some clay to fill up the hollows where their stones have come up in, and we're trying to get this back into where we can mow it. But the reason we let the heifers out here, one, get them out of the shed, two, where they're to go still needs to be tidied up. We have it nearly done bar one bit, and three, we always find when you let cattle out onto ground like this that's for reseeding, you'll see the way you look down, they have tramped and trodden on the sod, and they have the scrub broken. So when we come in here to disc this, maybe power harrow it, it means that it's just easier. We always find it easier, so that's why we let them out here. We just fed them silage. So the plan is, even though they're very content at the minute, is hopefully they'll follow me when I call them, and we'll just get them into the castle and they'll be ready then for moving, if not this evening, tomorrow. Come on! Six! And they call. And then we have Liv's goats. They're out here as well with their collars. And how are the collars working? Exceptionally well. Liv will maybe put in her wee screen there and show, but the boundary is set up along there and they will not cross it. And Liv can see how many times that they've look at this, how many times they've went near it and they got the beep, and if they got a shock, they're gassed. Anyways, let's see will they follow us. Come on! Happy out. Ghost will follow me too now. Yes, Gertrude. Yes, Gertrude. Come on! So we'll just get them into the castle, shut the gates behind them. One less job to do. Oh, I just wanted to come down and just check the bees while I was out here. And check. You can see all the trees coming into bud. Ah, there's trees in flower. Oh, there's more. What are these lying? They're cherries. Or are these cherries? Ah, so that is, we saw them during Paddy's Day 4 years ago, I'm going to say, maybe 5. Then we have black currants down here. So one beehive is good and lively anyways. So I'll try and get down here and cut that plum tree that's fallen at the back of them, and just try and tidy it up a wee bit. We'll do it on a wet day. On a wet day they won't be as active, but looks like a good healthy hive. There's a hell of a lot of bees coming and going, so now you can see it. I'm also not in any suit. So it's always like, how close can you get? But plenty of activity anyways. Spring is definitely upon us. There's been a bit of an update, interesting change of plans. Forgot the camera in a bit of a rush as we're getting slurry drew to us at the minute, and we're maybe not just that ready. It's kind of all of a sudden because the job that the slurry had to do got cancelled, so he's coming here to us instead. And we went the reception pit's full and he's in the yard with a load, so I'm just out here covering plough ground. This is where we're putting the pumpkins. So 6 acres going in here, so I'll be spreading the bottom of the field. If I get the lorry emptied and away, hopefully I'll get to spread some grassland instead. I don't want to do all the fields to sunflowers. I'm afraid it may be too rich for sunflowers and put them down, but it shouldn't affect the pumpkins. It should be good for the pumpkins. After just taking that clear off the 99, Father Phil will have to find something else and have the tanker on. So I'm going to start spreading away, and Brendan start spreading, because the lorry's coming to us within an hour, and it's taking 3 load isn't enough to clear what he's bringing, so it's taking the 4th load, and we won't be able to shift 4 load with 1 tanker in an hour. It's a bit unexpected. Other plans won't get done, but look at 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. We get to it, we get it done all the same. I just go pick up my camera. I see Brendan's sheep, so I'll just go see if he's gone inside for a mug of coffee. Now we're back onto better cameras. So all's good. I'm going to head on now and start covering some silage ground. So I have my pumpkin ground covered. Just don't want a chance of sunflowers, so I don't want to see them lying down. Wait on. I also have a passenger. You know, out of the cab. I have Alfie. So you coming with me, Alfie? How are you? He doesn't look impressed, so he doesn't. I guess they're out. Curry is in the yard. I don't know whether you can just see him. He's on the right hand side there. So I think a bit more than an hour, I think, is what it took for that to get done. So yeah, we'll just pack ourselves out of Father Phil's waste he's filling, and yeah, wait for him to go hitting game now. Liv is getting ready to vaccinate calves. So, why are you giving them? IBR and RSV? Rovi. Yeah, IBR and Ripro-Naval Intranasal RSP13. So, just getting ready. 36 calves there to be done. And is it 34? Oh yeah, 34. So it's 14 we picked up. So they're getting their vaccines now, so up the nose, and Liv is able to do it herself. She's some woman for one woman to vaccinate calves up the nose. One each nose, isn't it? And she literally just gets them and just bish bash, calf done. It's a sight to behold, so it is. So we're out here now in our silage ground. Yes, ignore the tracks there, that's where there was some bales stacked. Always avoid trying to stack bales in the corner of the field. So always becomes a mess when you go to take them out. Just the pipe folded back over the arm and to extend, and I just throw over to get it to pop out. So we have about 3/4 of this field spread from before, maybe 2 weeks ago. So I'll just finish it off now. So a bit here in the headland and into the wet side of the field that I couldn't do, that's why it's not done. So, and on this, hit this, don't forget, hit that, throttle, open her up, and pass her in. In the field about 2 weeks of growth of having slurry. You can see what hasn't got it, and that's what's wet down there where we're going into now to just finish off, and that's what has got slurry. So still see the lines there, and that is probably a debate for another day that I'm not going to get into right now because the pressure is on. What we're spreading at the minute is a mix of cattle and pig. I'm hoping it's not overly thick. Just trying to get the right mix between cattle and pig. I think I might have a bit too much cattle in it, but the cattle slurry will be a bit gooey of itself. So we come into line here. You can see on the screen where I was spreading to last. So I just come back in there. Happy days. Well, it does look like that's spread now. So it does. Anyways, but you can see the line, you can literally just see it. No, that's slurry, has slurry. We're just going out with the last tanker load of today, finished running there with the lorry, so tank is still full, but I can park this now and go back to what I want to try and get done. Want get that calf shed extended. So the reason it wasn't extended already was because we had the wood chip stored there. We're waiting for the second calf shed to be done so I could move the wood chip across so that I could leave everything right. And that's when I got done just before the weekend. After encountering a problem with my tractor filming the last load, my black spool has decided to stop working. Now it's not the first spool that I've had stop working. My red spool quit working actually not that, well, it feels like not that terribly long after we got the tractor, and there was never anything done about it because the tractor has 5 spools, 4 automatic, 4 electronic and 1 manual. So I've rearranged everything just so I can keep doing what I need to do, but just with 2 of my electric spools gone now, that's kind of annoyed me. And we've done a bit. When I say we've done a bit, I've done a wee bit. I think Lee done a wee bit. See, can we figure out? I remember asking Michael, and I don't think Michael had an answer to why the spools stop. There is an error code coming up. It's coming up on the button for the hydraulic lock. It like goes flash, 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 then flash, 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 and that's something to do with the error code for our electronic spools. But if anyone has ever encountered a problem where the spools quit working on the electronic but you still work them manually out the back of the tractor, let me know what to do to fix it, because I'd very much like to get my spools back working again. Because yeah, the black spool is the spool I use all the time, and it's going to really throw me off now if I don't get it fixed, because it's what I use for mowing, stone picking. It's the spool I use for everything. We get this last load out, then we'll stop for a bite to eat, and then we go to our help the calf shed on his half 8. It's the second day of the long evenings. It's the same amount gets done every day. We just now have an extra hour's daylight to do the work in. Yes.
The angels see kings and queens in the major key, choose a door and we're moving more, moves that floor it was made to be. And I don't think about much, ooh, but my body's in touch. And I don't think about love, ooh, but I think about us. I like it when we move, I like it when we move, I like it when we.
There's a happy shed of calves. They have literally all come down to this end of the shed to see what the crack is. They get their zoomies on running up and down, and that bit of coughing is literally just them exercising. It's the running up and down. There's a bit of dust in the air from scattering out the straw and them running through it. But look at that. There's happy calves. When the boss is smiling, you know everything is good. Once fed and everything is good, yeah. Okay. We'll go get something to eat now. Hungry. You hungry? It's been a long day. But leave them to get acquainted with their new residents. And that's us, fed and watered and everything done, and it is now 10 o'clock. That's how late we work currently at the minute. And if you're wondering about this here, that is a tree come in the window and hit me when I was going through a gap in the teleporter. Yesterday. It was yesterday. Today's video and all the videos for the month of April are sponsored by BillGenie. Head over to BillGenie in the description down below. We're working them for the month to save ye all money on your electricity bills. Calling it the PhilGenie April Savings. So every Sunday for the month of April, we'll let you know how much money we have saved all the viewers who have gone and done it. On that note, I'm going to leave it at that for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, any comments, as always, let me know in the comments down below. I think I'm actually looking quite tired. Either that or it's the light in the hair. I don't know which. It's one or the other, or many of all the things. But anyways, look up. That's it for me. Please like and subscribe to the channel. Videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. That's it for me. Good luck.